Declining interest rates continue to have an impact on the Denver housing market. Area realtors say that there is some early interest from potential home buyers this year, and that might lead to more competition for homes. 9 News Real Estate expert Lane Lyon joins us this morning with what it all means. He's also a realtor and managing broker at Coldwell Banker. Lane, good morning to you.
Jordan, good morning to you. Thanks for having me on again.
Thank you for being here because I feel like this is an important focus for us to all look at. So what kind of difference are today's interest rates making when it comes to buying a home?
Well, the difference can be hundreds of dollars in a monthly payment, and that's welcome news for a lot of home buyers out there who've really been watching the interest rates. Right now for 30-year loans over the last couple of weeks, we've seen those mortgage rates in the mid to high 6% range. That's a full percent lower than where we were in, say, October, when we were nudging right around 8%.
Right.
So that's significant, and it is making a difference in the monthly payment. Let me show you this example here, Jordan. Redfin recently took a look across the country at the median mortgage payment, which is just over $2,300, as you can see there. That's the lowest it's been since last February.
Okay.
So we're liking these numbers. It's down 14% since that high in October that I was talking about, and that's a savings of $372 a month. That's significant when you look at monthly expenses,
right,
of course. Redfin also tracks the number of showing requests that it's taking on its listings, and that number was up 10% in December compared to the month before. It's an indicator that buyers are starting to come off the sidelines, maybe a little bit more demand out there, and realtors here locally, Jordan, will tell you, we're feeling the same thing.
We talk a lot about different numbers, you know, interest rate or just in general what the median home price is, but you're saying the focus should be on those monthly payments.
Well, that's really where the rubber meets the road, right? It's like every dollar counts when you're a home buyer, so the focus on the payment is making a difference right now, particularly with interest rates. I want to show you an example. This is a listing in Aurora, Jordan. It went on the market in September, sat on the market for 81 days without a buyer. It was listed at $410,000. The seller even lowered it to $389,000 before the holidays in taking it off the market. The seller went back on the market last week for $10,000 higher, but agreed in the remarks to pay $10,000 towards buying down the interest rate.
Okay.
Sure enough, first weekend on the market, under contract. So was it that concession that made a difference? Is it more buyers out looking around? Is it both? We don't know for sure, but safe to say that that seller is feeling a shift in the market right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, another number we talk a lot about, especially when you're watching the news, is that national number when it comes to housing market predictions. You're saying it's interesting to know, but be very cautious of leaning into that too much.
Well, we're special here in Colorado. We like to take a lot of pride in that. And you're right, this is the time of the year that a lot of experts are doing their forecasts for 2024. And the caution out there is to be mindful of the fact that there's some consensus nationally that we could see inventory go up. We could see home values come down a little bit in 2024. Be mindful of the fact that here in Colorado, we tend to outperform other parts of the country. We're anticipating that inventory could go down, prices could go up a little bit here in Colorado. It will all depend on mortgage rates. Again, we tend to just perform a little bit better. So be mindful when you're reading those headlines. Is this national? Is this local? Because we tend to be a little stronger here in Denver. And
your advice to, you know, a young person that says, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to buy. What are you going to tell them to start off 2024?
Well, I would say, first of all, talk to a good realtor, because we're really sharpening our pencils on finding out different strategies and getting you to a mortgage professional. Again, it's about that monthly payment. If we can get the payment to where you need it to be, then we don't have to worry about the higher prices as much.
Explore all your options. Like you said, focus on what that monthly payment could be.
You got it.
All
you
right.
got it.
Well, Lane, thank you very much.
Jordan,
a lot of
thanks.
people, good news for a lot of people this morning.
I appreciate the time.
Yeah, let's get